Hi, I'm John, and good morning to y'all. I just wanted to take some time this morning to tell you about the pillar that I am in, Sherry and Herstein and myself. It's the lead pillar. And Sherry got me into a thing down in the center where we were going to help with the kids with gardening. So they had raised beds down there, and was an 8-week process, and we started out by planting the seeds, telling the kids how they were going to germinate and grow and what all that meant, and how we had to keep the weeds out and the bugs off. And it got to be pretty boring. They came every week and they would water, fertilize the plants. Then we'd put the nets back around them so basketballs wouldn't get in and break them off. I didn't know how we were going to fill the full 8 weeks in and what it was going to be like. So that went on all summer through the heat, and harvest time came, and that evening, I'll never forget it. It was like we started to look under the leaves of the cucumber plants and the pepper plants and the watermelon, and there was fruit that had been produced. And the kids were so excited to see it, they couldn't believe that it came from that seed. And the highlight was whenever we harvested this little watermelon about the size of a football, and all at once 40-50 kids showed up and wanted a piece of the watermelon. And it was pretty exciting trying to divide the watermelon up amongst everybody. And then they started to eat cucumbers. They thought they were really good, and they were just chomping on them. And to see their faces and the excitement was really something to see. And I thought, wow, I wasn't sure how I was going to do all of this and how it was going to take all summer to do it and what the reward would be. And the look on the kids' face when they were carrying the watermelon around and the cucumbers, and even the people, the parents, would stop in and we'd give them cucumbers and that, and everybody was so happy, and there was jubilation all over the basketball court. Well, on the way home that night, I thought how I dreaded going down there because Sherry was away on vacation, so I was by myself. And it turned out to be something I really hadn't anticipated, was the joy of the harvest. And as I drove up the back way from Midland through the woods and up home here by the church, it just opened up to me, and it was like, wow, I wasn't expecting that. I learned more than the kids did at the joy of preparing for the harvest. And I thought that's the same thing that applies to our church, is the joy that we'll see someday, or that we even get to witness daily whenever we minister to somebody, the harvest of the fruit. And I'll never forget that as a story that I lived and worked with and was exposed to me by Jesus.